As South Dakota sees COVID-19 cases surge once again with the Omicron variant, many are wondering when the end of this pandemic will come.
Meanwhile, many healthcare workers are also wondering when things will start to slow down again in the hospitals. In a preview of tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Lauren Solich looks at what support might look like for doctors and nurses when the COVID-19 pandemic is behind us.
Healthcare professionals are hopeful the end of the pandemic is inching closer.
What I expect is that whether it be the Omicron variant or whether it be the next variant down the road, that variant is going to continue to choose to be infectious, but hopefully less severe. And if it does that, if it chooses not maybe the right word, but if it selects to be less severe, then what we're going to see is something that evolves into the common cold, which, by the way, is the other 5 coronaviruses that we already know about.
Of course, they say only time will tell with COVID-19.
You know, this has been a very humbling virus, a very humbling pandemic. So we're hopeful that this may be the last wave, but as all of us know, we don't know what lies ahead.
The hopefulness for an end is like a light at the end of the tunnel for those who have been on the front lines every day of this pandemic, though.
I think if you ask any nurse who's been doing this for the last 3 years, they're tired. And tired probably isn't even the right word. Exhausted might be the right word. But they're just finding a way to keep going to work one more day in the hopes that somewhere on the other side of this is something a little bit closer to normal.
And when COVID-19 has slowed down, what will support look like for those healthcare workers?
I think there needs to be a lot of recovery. There needs to be a very open understanding that we will not come out of this the same way we went in. So how do we recover in a healthy way so we can continue to be healthy for our families, for our coworkers, for our patients, and our communities?
In Sioux Falls, Lauren Solich, KELOLAND News.
In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Lauren Solich sits down with these doctors from Sanford and Avera to answer the questions many of you have been asking about the end of COVID-19.
Well, we are another step closer to learning the fate of South Dakota's Attorney General Jason Ravnsborg. A House Select Committee is meeting this evening in Pierre